left to play in your fun and your games. Always hungry for more, that's just how I was born. Take me somewhere I don't know and give me your freedom. Whoa, you left me to pieces, yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium, life is so easy. Whoa, you left me to pieces, yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium. The limit of love is endless, I know. Just do what you want with me. Yeah, I want it all. Could care less the cost. I give you my everything.
I'm Kate. You can find me on Twitter at KatesD8s. You can find me on Twitch and Discord at KatesandD8s. And I am playing Deirdre. It's really funny actually. I say I haven't seen him in a long time, but it's really only been a couple months. And yet it feels like forever. My patron may be able to help.
Who's your patron?
His name is Ektiarn. The last time I saw Ektiarn was when I came home. And he sent me off to explore. He told me not to stay in one place for too long. And I said I would.
Why did he send you away?
I don't know.
Well, what's the matter?
You remind me of someone that I miss very much. And, I just thought that this would help the loneliness go away.
I'm Nevin. You can find me on Instagram at Nevin Edmondson. I will post it in our thing, like I did not last time, and I will be playing Moldy. I'm a bit from all over, honestly. I kind of grew up with I grew up traveling with the circus as a kid for most of my life, and then I ended up in Wolf Crest for a while. But, you know, I travel a lot. I don't usually stick to one place for too long. I was born and raised on the road, so I guess I still just kind of travel.
Did your parents travel with you?
I mean, I don't really know too much about my parents. I was found by a very kind lady who raised me. She unfortunately passed away whenever I was younger, so to keep it short, no, I don't really have a family. I'm going to I'm going to keep my hand on top of hers and use my other hand to get the cards out and have them levitating above, and tell her, put your hand on top of the deck, and in your mind picture that person. This card is facing towards you, and when the card's facing towards you, what it means is that good tidings are facing you and good fortune. So whoever it is that's in your mind, at least according to what my mother taught me with these fortunes, then you shouldn't have anything to worry about. This person will be safe.
Hi, I'm Kate. You can find me on Twitter and everything important at Very Pale Ale, and I play Kestra.
Kesra. I poke my head over the thing. Kesra.
Yeah.
Where are you from?
Places.
What kind of places? I've read a lot about places. I haven't been to many of them, but I've read a lot about them.
I'm glad. It's a small place. It'd be like northeast of here.
Heard of that?
Well, I'm not surprised.
What's it like?
It's really small.
Is there a court there?
No.
That might be why I haven't heard of it then. Are you sure?
Yeah. Okay, so since we're insisting on taking this crazy shit with us, the key is to act like we don't have it. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Just act like we didn't find anything. Be real upset. You two, maybe cry a little bit. I think one of you has almost done that a few times. Right? Like,
get out of here.
We gotta act like we don't have it. So if anybody is watching, we gotta look like this didn't work. Or we will be followed, and I don't want to deal with that shit. So. You mean like you... Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay, no, this is fine. We need to leave. Let's go.
Okay.
Hustle out. Look sad. Look like somebody just stole your lollipop. Let's go.
I'm Mindy. You can find me on Twitter at MKAY1713, and I will be playing Leona. I grew up in Ilvinus, quite the opposite of you, Monty. I didn't travel a lot at all. In fact, this is the first time I've ever left the city. You probably find that hard to believe. But no, I grew up there. I guess he became really the only family I had. And mostly just Lord Kentigan. Did you see? I got him. I mean, he got me too, but I got him.
You did. You did so well. Let's try to keep you from getting hit again, okay?
I think that would probably be a good idea. Okay.
I don't mind healing you. I'm happy to do it. I would prefer you to not go unconscious.
I feel like it's probably not very good for me either. But it's good. I'll be ready next time because I can throw it at them. They caught us off guard, so.
Yeah, they did catch us off guard. That's true. Just, when you throw it, don't go running after it. To try to get it back. Okay?
Well, what am I supposed to use after I throw it then?
I
should use some more daggers.
Maybe.
Well, we can figure all that out when we get to Asmund. I'm sure they have lots of shops.
Oh, I'm sure. They'll outfit you perfectly.
I'm on mute. Here we go. Welcome to Open for Adventure, guys, where we are great at unmuting ourselves. I am your host, Brian Wayne Foster. I'm the Dungeon Master, Camille. You can find me on Twitter at CamilleDoesDND. And today, the intro is going to be given to us by none other than Maudie.
Hi, I'm Nevin. I'm playing Maudie. In the last session, I woke up and had been kidnapped by this drow woman named Aileen. Aileen? And I was in a smuggler's cove surrounded by this society of serpent guards. And it was two half-dragons, two brothers, I assume, named Kilciar and Drazarus, and a giant bronze dragonborn named Taz. and a red tiefling who took an interest in me named Misery and his pet imp. And they had kidnapped me because they wanted me to join their cult of to worship Tiamat. And Misery made a pretty compelling argument for me because I want control over my powers. And so at the end of the night, after talking to Misery, I agreed and went to bed and made the tarot card that I gave Deirdre before drifting to sleep. Had a really strange dream about something being close by. And then the next morning I woke up and did some snooping and found a room filled with chests of gold and treasure, and also found some vases filled with poison dust. And as soon as I left, I got knocked out. And the last thing that happened was I woke up to see Misery shooting a fireball at two very unsneaky people, Deirdre and Leona.
Perfect.
And that's it.
Thank you, Mondi.
Yeah.
Are you guys ready to get in today's session?
No.
No? Should we
I
put it
don't-
off a little bit longer?
Yeah. Yeah. Nothing bad can happen if we don't do it.
I mean, you're not
valid.
wrong.
But then the DM just takes over the characters and she turns it into a book. And then we don't get any say at all.
You ain't wrong. You guys ready to get started?
Yeah.
All right, let's do
Let's
this.
go.
Not far from this cove, a young man dozes against a tree. He is tall, thin, distinctly elven heritage. Warm, golden blonde hair falls down past his shoulders, resting on top of his intricately designed dark green leather armor. He's not alone. An abnormally large red fox sits beside him, motionless. Their intelligent golden eyes keep a sharp watch over their surroundings, ready to pounce at the first sign of trouble while their companion takes a moment of rest. As he begins to drift into sleep, he hears a faint calling into his dreams. Soren? Soren, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
As you slip into unconsciousness, a young woman appears in front of you. Her angled features are thin, gaunt, and her pointed yet short ears can be seen peeking lightly out of her pin-straight silver hair. Her eyes are milk white. And strangely enough, one of her arms is made entirely of a complex design of dark metals. You somehow feel her gaze on you, even through her apparent blindness. Soren, do you know who I am?
I can only guess you are who I've been seeking.
I am named Andromeda Skyseeker, sister of the late Andokia Skyseeker. He spoke highly of you. Though I would prefer if you called me Ren for now. Do not speak my name aloud. Not yet.
Ren,
Ren, yes. I have heard that you are looking for me. That you believe that I can help you in your mission.
yes.
But you must understand, Soren, that I am in terrible danger and I cannot risk being exposed right now.
What kind of danger are you in?
The High Seer of the Crown is a lifelong appointment. An abandonment of that post, the consequences are grave. The punishment is death. Soren, listen. 1 mile north of you, there is a cove. Within is a tiefling whose life and soul are in incredible danger. 2 forces will meet violently in this cavern, and one side is wildly more powerful than the other. Should they engage in battle, the consequences would be disastrous for all of us, yourself included. But you can stop them. If you and your companion intervene, perhaps there will be no need for bloodshed on this day.
If I help this tiefling, you will tell me where my sisters are.
If you save their lives, Soren Silvarian, I will meet with you.
Very well.
Do you give me your word?
You have my word. Q and I will take care of this.
Perfect. And in your mind's eye, you can see from a bird's eye view, exactly as she said, just a mile north of you, this cove. Your vision zooms in to the cliffs on the side where an iron door sits slightly ajar at the top of a set of worn-in stairs. And then you wake.
Q, it's time to go.
She gives you a sign of acknowledgement. Her 2 tails slip up, and she begins to walk alongside you.
And we travel northward towards the cove.
Make a survival check.
That is a 19.
Yeah. It does not take you very long at all until you find this cove that this mysterious Andromeda Skyseeker, also known as Ren, told you about. And as you come up, to the left is what is the river that flows south has an inlet that has created some sort of something of a lake, and the cove is built off of that. And against the cliffs you see, it's not exactly a staircase, but it's rocks that have been whittled away at through time, water, human intervention that lead up maybe 70 or 80 feet. And that door, that iron door ajar.
Okay. I would like to get as low as I possibly can and try to slowly make my way up the stairs, listening for anything that might be beyond that door.
Okay, first make a stealth check.
That is a natural 20.
Perfect. And then give me a perception check.
That is a 7.
Okay. You feel extremely well hidden. And you do not hear anything as you approach beyond that door yet. You get to the top, and there's maybe a crack inside darkness.
Okay. Since I don't hear anything, I'm going to continue through the door, pushing it open. Again, trying to be as quiet as possible with the hinges and such.
Okay.
And then make my way inside this very dark room.
Well, since it was a natural 20, we'll go ahead and keep it.
Yes.
The door gently opens silently, without a sound. You slip in, and it's you have dark vision, correct?
Correct.
Okay. And you can see in this room that is complete darkness. It's not very large. It seems to be some sort of supply room. There are some barrels of what you can see of hardtack, a couple jugs of ale. And as do you close the door behind you, or do you leave it open?
I would close it to be at kind of the same width that it was as I entered, to look as if it has not been touched.
Right. Go ahead and tell me your passive perception.
That would be 13.
Okay. So with that passive, you would notice that there is a figure standing at the next door across the room. She is clad in piecemeal breastplate armor of half-elven lineage like yourself. Her back is to you, and she has not noticed you. As soon as you see her, you hear the very distinct sound of a fireball being cast down this hallway that she is listening to. And that's where we're going to go to Leona, Deirdre, and Monty. Leona, Deirdre, and Monty. Leona and Deirdre do not understand because they do not speak the language, but Mondi, now that you are conscious, you hear what Misery is speaking. He is saying a prayer to Tiamat. He says, "Forgive him, my dark lady. He did not know what he was doing. Forgive him, and he can join us, just as you would intend." Deirdre, I need you to make a death saving throw.
Fine, I guess. 6.
Mark of failure.
Yep.
I need the three of you in the room to just go ahead and give me an initiative roll really quick. Just to see who reacts first to this.
Oh, God.
That's gonna be 15.
Okay.
It's loading. Hold on, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I have the wrong character pulled up. It is going to be a... whatever. It will be a... 14.
Okay. Deirdre? Go ahead and roll.
Again?
Go ahead and roll initiative.
Initiative? Okay. Oh, not 20.
That's
That
great when
one
you're
rolled a
dying.
no. Yeah, it's fantastic when I'm dying. I could have come up with 1 HP on that, but nope.
Deirdre, please
Fine.
roll another death saving throw as you are first in line.
Okay. 10.
Mark that as a success, please. The next is Misery, who continues to, even after he has cast this fireball, not even look where he has cast it as he continues to say, "My dark lady, we have enemies all around us. We will bring this promising tiefling into the fold, and we will forgive him. He will pay his respects to you." He grabs his dagger, slices, reaches down, and Leona, you watch as it looks like he's plunging his dagger into your friend, but instead he is releasing him from his bonds. Mondi, you are no longer restrained.
Okay.
He grabs you by the scruff, picks you up on your feet, and says, "Whenever we make a mistake, we ask for forgiveness." And that is your turn in this initiative. You have 6 seconds to have whatever reaction you're gonna have.
Oh crap! So where are the other people? Like, how close is everyone to me right now?
So, currently, the only person you see is Misery. He's right in front of you. You can feel the fire crackling to your left, the actual bonfire, the campfire. Just past that, maybe I would say 50 feet away from you, is where you saw Leona and Deirdre. Deirdre has fallen back behind a boulder that you cannot see her anymore. You only see one other person in here, and that is Kilciar. Everybody else there's nobody else.
Okay, I want to. Oh, so I don't have my components or anything on me, do I?
Nope.
That'll work. I'm going to cast Mirror Image.
Okay.
And as soon as I do that, I want to turn to Leona and yell at her, "Get Deirdre and get out right now. This is not your concern." And just try to distract, like, Misery from them or whoever.
Okay. Okay. That brings us to Leona.
Oh God. There's a little bit of a, oh my God, what is happening in this 6 seconds? It probably takes about a third of her 6 seconds. But I'm going to, I think Mondi yelling is going to like kickstart her brain, and I'm going to run towards Deirdre.
She's not friendly, yeah.
And I'm going to like kneel beside her, and I'm going to frantically be saying her name, and I'm gonna probably a little, but I'm like focusing because like she's taught me how to do this. I know how to do this. I'm gonna cast Healing Word at 2nd level.
Okay.
No, not healing. Cure Wounds. Sorry.
Right. 2d8 plus your
2d8. TD8. And oh, that's 15. Oh wait, no, it's not. It's 20.
Okay. Deirdre,
I rolled really well.
you come back from consciousness, not the way you imagined, but to see Leona's worried, terrified face in front of you.
And then I'm gonna scream for Kestra. But like, it's all probably happening in a jumbled blur for her. So how does that
scream sound? Let's hear it.
You don't want me to do it on the stream. But it's like 5 parts terrified, 5 parts more terrified, and then 2 parts, oh my God, my back is on fire. So imagine it in your brain. It's not pretty. It's a scream.
Kestra, you hear this terrible screech from down the corridor. What do? You're muted.
Well, pretty much probably as soon as the fireball did its fiery thing, I will have turned around.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Oh, it's not that high. 8.
You're gonna
7
take
plus 1.
3 points of radiant damage, and you are stunned for a round. And
cool.
as you turn around, this happens the second your intention becomes to not stay. This happens the second you decide to leave. You begin to turn your body, searing pain radiating right through your chest, right where you felt that sword pierce your sternum. And as you're stopped mid-turn and you're stunned, you see a man. Tall, elven, golden hair. You have not seen him before.
Cool. Great.
Soren, what are you doing?
So I have this person standing in front of me that is currently incapacitated, more or less.
She seems to be stunned? Shocked?
She's stuck there, and she's not currently any sort of danger to me, so I'm going to go right past her and continue down this hall and try to find this tiefling I am supposed to find with Kyu by my side.
Okay. Kyu gives Kestra a slight sniff before she follows, happily, as if this were all just a fun game for her. Let's see.
I feel like she's kind of prancing.
Yes, she definitely is. She's got a little
nails on
jaunt.
the floor.
It's adorable. Let me just add you to the D&D Beyond character sheet so that everybody can see your hit points and stuff. So, you sidle right past this figure in her breastplate, armor, and it's about a 30-foot, I would say 20 feet down the corridor until you see, using all of your movement essentially, and you find a young woman in a white dress, white hair on the ground, and another young woman, half elven descent, It's very dimly lit in here. The fire is to her back, so you can't really see her face very well. And she hovers over that figure. Make a perception check.
Twelve.
Okay. You do see two tieflings.
All right.
One of them...
And I'm...
Oh, go ahead, go ahead.
Nope, you first.
I was going to say one of them has purple, kind of lavender skin with actually, they both have forward-facing horns. One of them is just purple, wearing kind of ragged clothes, like a brown duster. The other one is dressed very finely in kind of like this ironic military garb that's been obviously like tailored for him. And one shoulder it's very ornate and very lavish, and purposely so. And he stands about 6 inches taller than the purple tiefling. And above his shoulder flutters an imp. So go ahead.
An imp?
An imp.
All right. I'm going to cast. About how far are they?
They're about 40 feet from you.
Okay. I'm going to cast Misty Step to get about 10 feet away from both, and then that will be my turn.
All right. Deirdre. Question: do you guys remember if Mondi, if she came up after Mondi spoke, right? So she did not hear that, what Mondi said. Correct. Okay. Deirdre, you are now conscious.
Leona? Mondi. And I'm going to stand up.
Okay.
And I'm going to peer past the rock that I landed behind. And I see the red tiefling, and I see Mondi. Do I see like multiple Mondis?
Yeah, Mondi, what does your silent image look like?
I mean, it's four of me. They're all surrounded. Misery. We're all just standing there, kind of like running in a circle around him to distract him.
Perfect. And that's what you see.
He's up. Leona, we have to get him. We have to get him out of here. Where's Kesra? Turn around. Do I see Kesra anywhere?
You do not.
We can't leave without Mondi. And that's gonna be my entire turn.
That brings us to Misery. He's gonna take a second glance at the intruders. I did not roll initiative for Kilciar. He's gonna go right after Misery. He'll go after Mondi. Okay. Oh, that's a natural 19 for Misery to see you guys. Okay. He takes a second look at what he thought were a pair of intruders. And as he does, a beaming smile crosses his face. Mondi, what do you think we should do with these intruders? That's gonna bring it to your turn, Mondi.
I am going to respond to him and say, please just let them go. They have nothing to do with this. They'll leave. Get them to go. Don't hurt them.
Make a persuasion check.
11.
He doesn't seem convinced.
And then I'm going to cast message to Deirdre and say, please, I am okay. Please just get out of here. You don't want to fight them right now. Please, you won't be able to survive this.
That brings
and
us
that's my turn.
Yeah, that brings us to Kilciar, who now sees the two of you. He's going to run up with this massive maul at you, Leona. That's going to be 15 to hit.
Yep.
as this massive maul comes and slams into your back. You're going to take 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
Camille?
Yeah.
Actually, the message didn't work. I don't have my component pouch. I'm sorry.
It's
Still.
fine. We can say you did it. It's fine.
Okay.
I am unconscious.
Deirdre
Which
goes
I
next.
was already kneeling, so I just like gently collapse on the ground.
It's not very gentle.
Like a princess, but like not cute.
Leona, please make a death saving throw.
Oh god. Oh. 10.
Okay, that's one success. Kesra, you are no longer stunned. What are you going to do?
Keep take another step towards the door.
Make a wisdom saving throw at disadvantage.
Okay. Three
6 points of radiant damage and you are paralyzed.
balls. That's what goes through her head as this happens.
Mm-hmm. Soren.
So I have I guess 5 tieflings
Many
in
tieflings.
front of me.
Yes, but you
So many tieflings.
you can distinctly tell that one of them, there's essentially 2.
Right. And would I recognize the garb of Misery, of what he's wearing, the military outfit?
Make a quick history check for me. Or a religion, whichever one is higher.
That would definitely be history. That is a 24.
So his garb does not exactly lead you to believe that he is anybody particular or a part of any organization, but is the pendant at his neck that is the a religious symbol of the Serpent Guards, which are a highly ranked section within the cult of the Dragon Queen. And you would
Okay.
recognize him as as a captain of the Serpent Guards.
Gotcha.
With that 24.
With that, I will take out my rapier and short sword and go to attack him.
Okay.
So for the first attack with the rapier, it's going to be a 12 to hit.
That does not hit, unfortunately.
The second attack with the short sword will be a 21 to hit.
That will hit.
So that'll be 8 slashing damage.
Good to know.
And then my third attack with the rapier again
Right.
will be a 21 as well.
Also hits.
All right. And that will be another 7 damage.
What does this look like?
I pretty much approach and I look them both up and down and then kind of look towards Misery and pull out my swords and then just go to slice at him as many times as I can. Just to get him out of the picture and away.
You do so. The rest of you guys watch as this stranger comes out of nowhere with this bouncy little fox next to rather large. I say little, it's a very, very big fox next to him. And the fox actually is going to take a bite attack as well. Kiyu is going to take a bite attack against Misery. Ooh, natural 20!
Yes. Q's the best.
Oh, I rolled double ones. Double ones was 4. 12 points of bite damage. Of fox damage. And she gets right in the back of his thigh and starts to, you know how they do that like thing where they like tear and tear and tear, and blood starts to drip down the back of his leg.
Perfect.
He's starting to look a little rough. That will bring us to Deirdre.
Cool. I'm going to heal Leona.
Okay.
I am going to cast Cure Wounds on her. Oh, actually, you know what? No. I am going to use... Nope, can't. Haven't had a long rest. Yes, I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on her.
No, your unconsciousness does not count as a long rest.
No, it doesn't. So... 13. She gets 13 hit points back.
Leona, you are once again brought to consciousness. As Deirdre, you look up from your... Are you still prone or on the ground?
I had stood up,
Okay.
but in order to heal Leona, I would say I'm kneeling probably.
Okay. And you look up and you see this massive, what you know to be a half dragon, wielding a massive maul.
Cool.
Yeah, very cool.
Mm.
Misery does not like you one bit, Soren. Not even a little.
Seems fair.
It is very fair. He is going to, first of all, cast Slow. Please make a Wisdom saving throw, Soren.
That's a 5.
That's a fail. All right, I believe you can take an action or a bonus action, not both. Hold on.
Okay.
Let me make sure. Yep. You have a -2 penalty to your armor class and dexterity saving throws, and you can't use reactions. On your turn, you can either use an action or a bonus action, not both. You cannot make more than one melee or ranged attack on your turn.
Gotcha.
And if you try to cast a spell, let me know, and chances are it could either happen this turn or next turn. So.
Okay.
And then he is going to use some meta magic, and he's going to quicken spell, and with that, he is going to cast. Did not like that at all. Not even a little bit. He's gonna lightning bolt. Nope. I'm sorry. He's out of the slots. He cannot. He's out of those slots. Hey. He's going to cast Suggestion on you, Mondi. Please make a Wisdom saving throw.
Ooh. That's going to be... Come on, computer. 23.
He says to you, Mondi, I suggest you make your friends leave one way or another. And you can feel his words slip into your heart and begin to take root. But you look over your shoulder and you see Deirdre, and you're able to shrug it off.
I actually missed my bet. It was an 18. Do I still succeed?
You still succeed.
Okay.
By 1. Good job. That brings us to Mondi.
I'm going to...
You see this stranger starting to come in and just attack Misery.
And what was the suggestion he said again?
Make your friends leave one way or another, but you do not have to follow it because you succeeded on it.
Yeah. I'm going to keep having them run around, and I want to twin spell Poison Spray at Misery.
Okay, go ahead. Is it a save?
It's a save of Constitution 14.
Needs to do twice.
So 2 of them. Yeah.
That's a 15.
Yep.
And a 24. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's it. No half damage. No. Well, good. He saw me attack him. That's awesome.
He did. He did see you attack him. Kilciar sees Leona and Deirdre, and he is going to do what he does best. He's going to use his Reaper ability as a Death Cleric to cast Toll the Dead on both of you. Please make Wisdom saving throws, Deirdre and Leona.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, I'm still at disadvantage, aren't I?
No, it's a Wisdom throw's not an ability check.
Oh, right.
Oh, nat 20.
I got a 21.
Both of you save. You don't take any damage.
Whew.
Leona, what do you do?
Okay, how close is this? He's close, right? Because he just hit me.
Yeah, he's within melee.
jerk. So I'm gonna blink up at Deirdre, and then I'm going to, as I get, I'm gonna kind of like grab a hold of her arm to help myself up. Thanks, Deirdre. And kind of give her a little squeeze. I'm gonna draw my rapier, and I'm going to try to hit him because apparently we're doing this, and I don't know what else to do.
Please
I
do
just
it.
don't want to die.
Please do it.
I hate everything. It's a 14.
That's his armor class.
So that yeah.
That hits.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you want to do anything special on that, or?
So not intentionally, but the adrenaline and the fear, as I'm striking him, like there's a brief moment where it's almost like I can hear things screaming in my head, and that's all that I would recognize about it. I don't think it's intentional,
Okay.
but yes, I would.
Expended Bardic Inspiration.
Yes, I would.
All right, go ahead and roll your damage.
Oh, that's not
1d8 and 2d6.
That is 19 points of damage.
How much of that is psychic?
9 of it is psychic.
Perfect. So total of 16.
Yeah. Wait. 19.
19.
19 total. 19. I forgot to add my modifier.
It's fine. I need a calculator. Ah!
I do too. I don't know.
And after Leona, Kessler, it's going to be your turn. You're no longer paralyzed. What are you going to do?
Wait,
Cool.
can I?
Yeah, go ahead. You can do something.
Before, as I'm after I go to hit this guy, and I like shake off whatever that was in my head, I'm gonna over my shoulder, get Monty, let's get out of here. To Deirdre. And that is my turn.
Okay. Kessler,
Cool.
your sword begins to... Is it in your hands or sheathed?
It's probably still sheathed.
All right. You can feel it grow hot in its sheath.
You just kind of, once I'm no longer paralyzed, I kind of fall to my knees, and I can feel it behind me, and every single bit, every single thought in my head is to just run, is just to go. But I'm not stupid. And I know that third time is not the charm. Third time is not going to get me any closer to the door, pretty sure. So I'm going to punch the ground really hard with just because.
Sure.
With some dwarven and orcish curse words, and then I will draw my sword and go for the door. The other door, not the door that I was going for before.
With all of your movement, as you start to hustle up and you start to see this scene unfolding in front of you, you do see a massive half dragon in... What is he in? I guess he's not wearing any armor. Oh, yeah, he's wearing light armor. And you see that Deirdre and Leon are both at his mercy with this massive ass ball. And he's coming down for another strike. You can make it to him, and I'll say you still have an action.
Well, I don't look happy, and I definitely can't fucking believe is what I say. And then and I guess I'm gonna hit him.
You can certainly try.
I tried a lot of things and none of them succeeded so far, so we'll see.
That's fair.
9. No. 3
Nope.
plus 6.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Great.
All right. After Kessler is Soren.
So I've been slowed now,
Yes.
and I can feel myself kind of dragging.
Yes.
But I'm still going to try and attack this creature.
Mm-hmm. See if you
that is in front of me. Let's see if I can get it. So I will try again with my rapier first. That is a 23 to hit.
That does hit. Roll for damage. I will make a saving wisdom save or constitution save.
That is 7 damage for him.
He just broke his concentration. You're no longer slow.
Fantastic.
7 points. Yeah.
I'm gonna keep attacking then.
He looks.
With my.
He's starting to look rough. Definitely
Perfect.
bloodied. Way bloodied.
That's exactly what I want. So with my short sword, that's a 24.
That hits.
That is 5 damage. And then my rapier again for a third attack is 21.
Mm-hmm.
And that is 4 damage
Okay.
for that.
What does it look like?
I'm again slicing at all of the weak points and the joints, going for like the fatty part of the side and down his leg where Kyu had been biting at him to try to stab at it, and then kind of up the side of his chest.
Perfect. And all of your hits find their purchase, and it's terribly satisfying. Kyu is going to. You swear you hear her kind of giggle? She's gonna make another bite attack.
I just smirk in response.
Natural 19. Oh, I'm using Dreamcatcher for her, so that's why. That does hit her hit, so that's gonna be 12. 5, 9. She bites into that same spot again and tears out the back of his thigh.
That's a good girl.
Yeah. Deirdre. I'm sorry, and Misery does fall to one knee at this point. Deirdre.
Okay. I am going to sprout my wings.
Okay.
And can I reach Mondi from where I am?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to reach Mondi and I'm going to try and pick him up and fly his ass out of there.
Are you willing or unwilling, Mondi?
I am willing.
Okay. Make just a general strength check. Deirdre.
Listen. Who wouldn't be willing?
19!
Hey! You, with the strength of the flapping of your, or the beating of your wings, you're able to lift him off of the ground. How are you picking him up? I just want a visual.
I'm literally like, I like have my arms underneath his, like they're kind of curled around him, and I just
From the back or the
grab
front?
him from the back.
Okay.
And I'm just like, nope, and we're out.
That will provoke an attack. You are gonna provoke an attack from Misery.
That's fine.
So, and he can attack you with a spell now because of his feats, guys. Listen.
Cool.
He's going to cast, oh, I know what he's gonna cast on you.
Yeah.
Okay. Witch Bolt. Natural 1.
Oh shit.
That's the use of the spell slot. You are able to fly away. And he's used his reaction. And now it's his turn! Okay. He realizes that he is up shit creek. So the first thing that he is going to do is he is going to cast invisibility on himself. And then he is going to run. Soren, you may make an attack of opportunity at disadvantage.
Alright.
Oh, and so will Caillou.
That's a 9 at disadvantage.
That does not hit. Caillou, what's this? +7? Caillou hits. Caillou grabs his ankle.
Yes. Good girl.
Oh shit, guys.
She's the most capable person in the whole party right now.
She
She's
tears
the
out his
Kesra.
Achilles tendon and he loses concentration and falls flat on his face. He is rough. He is rough.
Don't you?
Good.
Mondi.
Miss Fox.
What?
I am. How far away is he?
Deirdre has just lifted you. She probably had another 10 feet of movement, so you're about 10 feet away from him. You see him come up onto his elbows and give you a nasty glare.
Shit. I'm going to. I'm just going to yell out, "Everyone leave now. Let's just get out of here," and just kind of like avoid Misery's look as I fly away.
That brings us to Kilciar, who sees Misery go down. And he is going to, let's see, use his bonus action to cast Healing Word. He says, "Get up!" And he will do that at. Guys. Paper sheets are for the birds. He's going to do that at 3rd level. So that's going to be 3d4? Whatever. Oh! Healing Word's a first level spell, right, guys? Yes. Okay. So that 2, 4, 6 points. He gets those points back. And then Kilciar is going to use his action. You guys watch as he inhales sharply, and then he exhales. And I need. He's a red half dragon, so I need Kesra, Leona, and Deirdre. Please make. It doesn't say. I would say dexterity saving throw.
Is Deirdre not out of the way with her wings?
Oh, I'm so sorry. Deirdre is out of the way with her wings, so it's just Leona and Kesra. As he uses his breath weapon.
I got 22.
Okay.
I got a 19.
Alright, those are both successes, so you're only going to take half damage. Double 5s. 10, so half is 5 points of fire damage to each of you. And that's your turn. Leona.
Okay. So I heard Mondi, but then immediately, like, as that's happening, this guy decided to, like, breathe fire at us.
Yeah.
So I tried to duck out of the way as best I could, and as I'm ducking, I'm gonna take another swing with my rapier.
Okay.
Oh god. Well, I mean, that's a 7, so I don't think that hits.
No, it doesn't hit.
I would like to, like, as I'm down and under, I want to look back and up at Kesra, who is probably also a little bit singed, and say, "Kesra, kill it!" And I would like to use another bardic inspiration. I'm too panicked to get a pretty song. I'm sorry, guys.
Kesra, take your d6 of inspiration. And that brings us to your turn.
Cool. So I'm gonna get fire breath, and it's gonna suck a lot. I am, but before I take my action, I'm going to notice that somebody was trying to run away and it didn't work. I'm going to do quick arithmetic in my head. And as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Zephyr Strike. But I don't know it. I'm just going to be a little bit speedier. A little speedier.
Okay.
And I'm going to realize that the one that was trying to go invisible is probably the one we don't want to let leave. So I'm going to dash away from old Chilly Breath.
Okay.
Not provoke an attack of opportunity.
Correct.
I'm going to use Zephyr Strike to attack good old what's his name?
Misery.
Yeah.
Is it advantage because
And
it's prone?
so I have double advantage. Double advantage isn't a thing, but I have advantage. So I'm going to roll with advantage, and it gets an extra D8.
Yep.
It's 16?
Yeah.
Maybe?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Roll for
And
damage.
that's 2d6 plus 8. Plus
Plus
an,
a D8 of
an
force
8.
damage.
That's 5, 11, plus 4 is 15 points of damage.
Okay.
And then after doing that, I get an extra 30 feet of movement. So I'm going to zip away from him, grab Leona by the arm, and use the rest of the stuff to get as close to the door as possible.
Before you turn away, Kestra.
Yeah.
How do you
Yeah.
have to do this?
I'm just gonna, it's very inelegant. I'm just going to literally like slash down at his chest. I'm not even like looking to see if it actually did. I'm just literally the most, you should not, and then go. That's basically what's happening. Very quick slash to the chest.
You hear a thud behind you as you take off. And yeah, you get Leona about halfway out the door.
Hell yeah. That's my turn.
Soren.
Is the tiefling on the ground? Is he still alive?
In this case, because of who he is unconscious, he's not dead.
Okay. He is not who I'm here really even worried about, so I'm just going to sheathe my swords and make my way towards the exit, towards the tiefling that just went flying out the way.
Okay. There is still that death cleric who you will probably have to walk by.
Does this death cleric look like he would want to attack me in any way, shape, or form? Should I care about his existence?
Make an insight check really quick.
2.
He doesn't seem like he cares very much.
If he doesn't care about me, I don't care about him. I was sent here to make sure the tiefling got out safely, and that is my mission.
Okay. You walk by him. He does not do anything
All
to
right.
you.
Perfect.
Caillou bounds happily after you.
Do.
Deirdre.
I'm flying Mondi out. Like, we are leaving? We are done here.
Okay. For the purpose of this, I would say that you guys are out of combat as Kilsiar does not give chase to you.
As we're flying out, can I look and see if there's some, like, what's Kilsiar doing?
He's running
As
over to
we-
Misery.
Oh, okay.
Kilsiar also looks bloodied. Is anybody doing anything before you leave?
I want to tell... Oh, no.
All right. As you guys burst out of that first iron door, head down the stairs, where do you guys continue to run, or do you stop and take kind of stock?
My wings disappear after a minute.
We are
we are running for at least a minute.
So you guys continue to run for about a minute until Deirdre's wings fade away.
And then we can either keep running or the adrenaline could have worn off a little bit, depending on how far away we are. We also have this other person that we don't know.
Yeah. So you guys are taking off and heading back the way you came. You're in the middle of the woods. You don't... Currently with your passives, you do not hear or see anybody around.
I have a question.
Yes.
Does Leona know that he was fighting on our side?
Soren?
Do I know that? Because I was unconscious when he first came in, and then I was real preoccupied.
Make an insight check with disadvantage.
Can I let... Oh. Well... Oh, okay. Oh, wait, disadvantage, not advantage. Oh, it's still a 20.
Yeah, he's fighting on your side.
Okay, good.
You have no idea why.
I was about to whip out my rapier and...
Please do it anyway.
I mean, she might. She's low-key really still a lot of places.
So you guys find yourselves slowed, adrenaline rush fading out of your body, exhausted. What are you gonna do?
Do I have anything, or is it all in the cave? Like my daggers, my component pouch, my cards. Do I have anything?
Make a dexterity check.
Whoa! That's going to be...
That's a good woo.
Yeah, this time. Because, I always have...
I know, we're learning how to decipher which one's which.
Oh, yeah. That's a dirty 20.
Yeah, as Deirdre was flying you out, you managed to reach your long limbs out, swipe up your pouch, all your your bag of stuff, and you don't even realize you've done it until this moment, and you look down and your bag is clutched to your chest.
Okay.
Well, after I set him down, I'm going to look at him and panic because he looks terrible.
I look real bad.
He was bleeding a lot.
Yeah, it's real bad. So I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on him, and he gets 19 points back.
Oh, wow. I'm back to normal.
Well, dang.
What does that look like, Deirdre?
Normally it looks like just kind of like golden motes of light, but I'm so panicky at this point. Like it's less gentle descending and more like get better, get better, get better, get better. It's a lot more frenetic.
It reminds you of the first time you cast a spell.
Yes, it's very similar.
Does anybody have any ripped clothing?
Yes, everybody's clothing is ripped.
So I am like, you've seen me use mending a lot before, but this is very different. This is almost like I'm doing everything I can not to think about what just happened. Almost like I'm in shock, but not really in shock. But like that's what it's like.
And you get to Soren and you start mending Soren's clothes, and you
I don't care.
No
I
idea
don't
who
care.
this guy is.
You're here, and I'm mending your clothes. Sorry.
Soren's just watching in slight bewilderment, like, well, okay, this is happening.
This is why we don't follow Drow out of the city. Let me just make that clear. This is why we don't follow Drow. You not do that again? Maybe?
We had to get Mondi back. We did.
You seem you seem fine. You seem fine. You would have been fine. What?
At this point, Caillou is, as if nothing has happened, climbed up a low tree and is kind of settling in on a thick branch, and is just watching you guys with eyes that are very smart, way too smart for a wolf.
I'm actually going to turn around and look at this person who I don't know.
Soren, now that things have calmed down and it's still daytime outside, so I need you to go ahead and make a history check.
That is a 12.
Take it as you will.
Okay. I'm just gonna kind of look over the group and turn to the tiefling, kind of bow my head at him a little bit and say, Master Tiefling, are you well?
At this time, I'm just kind of like confused, putting everything in my head. Everything happened so fast, and I just kind of look over at him because no one's ever called me Master Tiefling, Mr. Tiefling, whatever it was, and just be like, I'm sorry. Who are you?
You may call me Soren. I was sent here to save you. Now, who are you? Why are you important?
Who sent you to save me?
That is none of your concern. My concern is who you are.
Listen, there's been a lot of people that have been trying to do things or catch me and things like that. So I'm really want to know who is on my case, who's looking after me now, or who's coming after me now.
Does the name Ren mean anything to you?
Ren?
Ren?
No.
Then I wouldn't worry about it. Why are people after you?
I don't know.
Well, I was sent here to save you from whatever shenanigans you seem to have gotten yourself in back there. And I feel that is done.
Can I look him up and see if I can, or look him up and down and see if I trust him or if he seems trustworthy?
Make an insight check, please.
Look him up. Just Google him. See what his reviews
That's
are.
what I was like.
Hold on.
You have a book?
Check his credit
12.
report. 12? 12. He strikes you as the kind of guy who is honest. I wouldn't say you just explicitly trust him, but you can definitely tell that he does not mean you harm. He seems a little wary of you in general. Yeah, anything else that he sees, Soren?
Soren is directing conversation at him, but is definitely taking note of the three others that kind of surround him and making sure that Kiyu is always within eyesight as well.
I'm just going to look at him and say, I appreciate the help, and seems like your buddy is quite good at helping too. So thank you guys. Or thank you both.
Kiyu knows her ways around.
I'm a little split because I love me and none of your business answer. You know, that's always a valid answer in my book, but also valid question on his part, you know, kind of, I don't know. I'm very torn. I'm going to look at your cool dog instead. I'm going to walk over to Ren.
To Ren or to Caillou?
No.
Caillou. Sorry. Wrong name.
Caillou, Caillou.
I'm going to
whatever.
walk
Caillou.
over to Caillou.
She's very sweet.
So you walk up to her, and she's a very, very big wolf. You've never seen a wolf this big, and she has two very distinct tails that come up from her behind, and they're white-tipped, and her paws are white-tipped, and the rest of her is a dark red. And she looks at you sweetly, and kind of pushes her nose towards you.
The baby.
Oh. I'm gonna give her scritches under the chin.
She
Some
loves
nice
it.
scritches.
She starts to for more.
Cool. This is what I'm gonna do for the next 10 minutes. You guys do what you want.
DM, I heard the name Ren. Does that mean anything to me?
Make a history check.
Well,
What?
It's a natural 18 plus 3 is a 21.
No, I'm sorry.
Shit.
You would have needed that 20.
Yeah. Yeah.
Essentially.
Whatever. Yeah, that's all right. Can't pull a Mindy. It's all right.
After, oh, sorry.
Oh, no, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, after everyone is as mended as they can possibly be, I'm just gonna sit down by a tree, and because I'm still pretty beat up, and I'm gonna like be humming to myself, and I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on myself at first level. Deirdre, you would recognize the tune because I've hummed it to you before.
Oh, what is the tune?
You are my sunshine.
Oh, well, I want to hear it.
Well, I didn't hum it very well because I rolled a 1 on the healing, but that's okay because anything's better than nothing.
You're a little distracted. There's this random guy with a fox that's really big.
Yeah, I'm not really paying him a whole lot of attention. I mended his clothing as needed, and then I scurried on to the next person. And now I'm just sitting, humming to myself by the tree.
I will approach him and I'll say, thank you so much for the help. How on earth did you find us?
Soren will bow and say, "Of course, my lady. I was brought here
Well,
of a dream.
A dream.
Indeed. I was told to come to this cove and save," kind of gesturing towards the tiefling, "this tiefling.
Mondi.
Mondi, yes, if that is his name. And your name."
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm Deirdre. Deirdre Kelly.
Fantastic.
And you are?
My name is Soren Silvarian.
Soren Silvarian. It's a pleasure
Yes.
to meet you.
The pleasure is mine.
Soren, you recognize the last name Kelly? From
Where would I
your
recognize
from
it
your
from?
time and the with those people.
Okay. Does it like spark any flags, or is it just something that I
not a
would
flag.
note?
Not a flag at all.
Okay. Very well.
Well, then I'm thankful for your dreams. Because that was not going to end well. And thank you to your fox companion as well. Although I've never seen one with 2 tails before.
Q is special.
Certainly seems that way.
Yes, she's been with me for a while now. Right. So where are the 4 of you headed?
Well, we were in town for a wedding.
We're still going to the wedding.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was never going to the wedding.
We bought you clothes, Kesra. Yes, you're going.
Why would you not attend the wedding?
Esra doesn't like fun things.
That is not true. That is not true. I like plenty of fun things. But
The
why
first
would
wedding
I go
will
to
be-
a wedding?
Fighting old men isn't fun things, Kesra.
You're right. That wasn't fun at all. And I'd rather not do that again. So you're right. You know, I'll give you points for that one. But why would I go to a wedding that's not, I don't care.
I bet there will be free booze.
That is the most convincing argument you've used yet. Why didn't you mention that before?
I haven't really been thinking about it, to be completely honest.
That's fair. It's fair. It's all right. It's cool.
So if you were all going to a wedding and clothing was bought, how did you end up in a cave?
That's a wonderful question I'm still asking myself.
Yeah, Mondi, what happened?
I was kidnapped by some drow. that I guess broke into my room in the middle of the night. I don't.
The whole time?
No, they work for Tiamat. Like the cultists we met on the way here. They're part of that group.
What did they
And
want?
they wanted to recruit me. Apparently, they're in town trying to find recruits, and I guess word got around about me too being a sorcerer. So they wanted me to join them, and I guess have Tiamat as my as a warlock patron or something. They had in the cove, there was a room filled with treasure. There was a ton of it, and right before you guys showed up, I was poisoned.
Poisoned? I'm going to check him over. Is he still poisoned? Okay.
Why couldn't we have found the treasure room first? That would have been much better.
Well, I mean, you're okay. It looks. I mean, I don't know what they were trying to do to you. That didn't look like joining any cult that I know of. It looks like you were about to be sacrificed.
Got a point.
I don't know what they were doing when you showed up. But thank you. How did you guys find me?
They're excellent sleuths.
I would not have expected that.
Neither did we, to be completely honest.
To be fair, the drow that stole, abducted, whatever, wasn't exactly hiding. We just kind of asked.
Her name was Ayland. Does that ring a bell for anyone? I don't know. I don't know any drow.
No, I've never heard that name before.
How far? Sorry, go ahead.
No, she left right after she dropped me off, so I guess she wasn't part of them. I guess she was hired.
How far away are we from where we had the big baddies trying to kill us?
How far are you away from the cove?
Yeah.
A fair distance, maybe like a 10-minute walk.
How far away are we from town?
Farther.
Maybe it would be a good idea to go back to Azmarin and we can continue our conversation there instead of here.
Sure.
Maybe find a new tavern since, everybody knows that Chuckle sleeps there. So
There might be some of the taverns in that area.
So, as you guys are talking about this, Kesra, you're currently petting the fox?
Yeah. I just kind of like turn my head when I say things, but I have not stopped giving scritches.
So she is leaning heavily into these scritches, and after you speak, you look back, and the fox is not there anymore. She has shifted into a humanoid form. Still with two tails, long red hair, mostly naked. And she sits with her arm around you. Broad smile on her face. She says, I just have one question. If this drow supposedly kidnapped you, I don't know any drow that are bad thieves or unable to follow or unable blip. I don't know any drow who leave trails.
I have many questions.
Kiyu does have a point.
Oh.
Also, Kiyu, we talked about this. We do not know them very well. If at all.
I've got a
I
good
trust your
feeling.
judgment. Very well.
Besides, Soren, I'm much older than you are, remember?
I know.
I haven't moved. Like I literally have not moved like an inch.
She puts
Muscle.
her other arm around you. Castra, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's nice to meet you, Castra. She,
Yeah.
you feel her hands moving behind your your back, and you guys watch as a crown of flowers appears around Kestra's head.
Ooh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, that's lovely.
Thanks.
Thanks.
I think we should head back to town. Maybe. I think Leona's right. Soren, would you like to come with us?
I believe, yes. You know, as an escort, of course.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Ooh, this is going to be fun.
DM.
Mm-hmm.
Would her is she gonna change back?
She hasn't yet.
Should we get some clothes? I have a fine cloak.
Are you going to offer her this?
Yes, I am. Kiyu.
Yeah.
Do you want I have a cloak here. It might be a bit less conspicuous when we get back into town if you would like to wear it.
Oh no, I'm okay, thank you.
Okay. Okay.
She gives you a wink, Leona.
I blush.
DM, could this have been a short rest?
Sure.
Okay. Cool. Thanks.
Yay.
I don't know what
And that's
that
where
means.
us as players and dungeon masters are going to take a very short break. Be right back.
Oh baby, I love your madness. It's so incredibly beautiful. Oh, you shine like gold, so selfless to all, and wild like an animal. Some would say I'm insane in the right in a way, but I just love to play in your fun and your games. Always hungry for more, that's just how I was born. Take me somewhere I don't know, and give me your freedom. Whoa, you love me to pieces, yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium, life is so easy. Whoa, you love me to pieces, yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium. The limit of love is endless, I know. Just do what you want with me. Yeah, I want it all. Could care less the cost. I give you my everything. Some would say I'm insane in the right in a way, but I just love to play in your fun and your games. Always hungry for more, that's just how I was born. Take me somewhere I don't know, and give me your freedom. Whoa, you love me to pieces, yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium, life is so easy. Whoa, you love me to pieces, yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium. Give me your freedom. Whoa, yeah, to pieces, yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium, life is so easy. Whoa, you love me to pieces, yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium. Oh baby, I love your madness. It's so incredibly beautiful. Oh, you shine like gold, so selfless. love to play in your fun and your games. Always hungry for more, that's just how I was born. Take me somewhere I don't know and give me your freedom. Whoa, you love me to pieces, yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium, life is so easy. Whoa, you love me to pieces, yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium. The limit of love is endless, I know. Just do what you want with me. Yeah, I want it all. Could care less the cost. I give you my everything. Some would say I'm insane in the right and a way, but I just love to play in your fun and your games. Always hungry for more, that's just how I was born. Take me somewhere I don't know and give me your freedom. Whoa, you love me to pieces, yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium, life is so easy. Whoa, you love me to pieces, yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium. Give me your freedom. Whoa, yeah, me to pieces, yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium, life is so easy. Whoa, you love me to pieces, yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium. Oh baby, I love your madness. It's so incredibly beautiful. Oh, you shine like gold, so selfless to all, and wild like an animal. Some would say I'm insane in the right and a way, but I just love to play in your fun and your games. Always hungry for more, that's just how I was born. Take me somewhere I don't know and give me your freedom. Whoa, you love me to pieces, yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium, life is so easy. Whoa, you love me to pieces, yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium.
And we're back. This party of intrepid young adventurers rests in the middle of the outskirts of the wild woods in the company of a strange young elvinish man and his even stranger companion, who has draped herself across Kesra and is still nuzzling, still like you're petting her.
For the record, I have not pet her since she became a person. I've just kind of stood there, just kind of. I haven't really done anything at all. I'm just standing there.
As you guys start to talk about leaving, you do watch as she shifts back into her previous form, and she gives your arm a nudge. Big golden eyes. Yeah.
Take a second And then I'll like very discreetly start scratching behind her ear again.
What are the rest of you guys doing?
So, knowing after kind of learning of what I've gathered from these 4 individuals, can I cast Detect Portal as a Horizon Walker?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, a lot of that. I don't understand.
What is that? What are you
I
doing?
would like to do that, please.
Okay.
What is he doing?
I will message you.
What does
Okay.
it look like?
It is just very discreet with my fingers down by my side. There is no outwardly flamboyance of casting this.
I'm sorry. Is your friend a druid or what? I
Kiyu,
yes.
Would also like to know.
you can address her directly if you wish.
I
You
just
ask her yourself.
I just didn't think she could speak to me, being a fox now.
Why?
Kiyu.
I'm going to just kind of confusedly, because usually druids can't talk whenever they're animals, so I'm just going to look over at her and be like, Kiyu, are you a druid?
Technically, I think that's
Fox
the word
talking
for it.
right now? Sorry, I missed that. I didn't. I got shocked hearing you talk. What did you say?
She shifts into her humanoid. Oh, can she do that? Hold on. How many times can she do that a day?
Usually only twice. Wild shape, right?
It's not wild shape.
Oh, what? This is really confusing me.
And it depends on the level.
So yeah, she shifts back into the humanoid form. She says, "What you call a druid, that's technically what I am."
I'm just going to be like looking above, like over her head, because I assume she's still completely naked when she shifts back,
Not
or almost naked.
completely, just mostly.
Okay,
It's
and just be
mostly-
like, "Oh, okay, thank you so much."
Is her hair the same color as her fur?
Yeah, it's very
Oh.
long.
I want
I'm
to
not
hold
from
it.
around here.
Neither are we.
Oh, really? Where are you from?
Places,
I'm from Ilvinus.
Places like where?
like a town.
Capital P. Place.
That's
Yes.
not a real town.
Sure it is.
You're lying.
Probably.
Definitely.
What? Wait, you're lying?
Not
Is
at
that
all.
where you're from?
I'm from a town.
With a capital T.
Sure. Depends on how you spell it.
How else would you spell town?
You could spell it with a lowercase t.
See? Look. Yeah, what he said.
DM, would I in any way recognize what Q is?
Make a history check.
Okay. Oh. 13?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
She does look. You do catch her. You do catch her looking at you pretty frequently.
Okay. I smile and wave and
I shifted back into this form because I think it's a little unsettling when you hear a fox talk. So, any other
Little
questions
bit.
before we go?
You get
What?
used to the fox talking.
Now we know what the fox says.
And that's the end of the campaign, guys. So sorry.
No, keep going.
more bad puns. More bad puns.
Listen, I've been holding that in. I didn't want to say it, but so thank you, Kate, for saying that.
It was my duty.
You all
Yeah.
get nosebleeds.
Where are you guys from?
Well, Soren and I are from different places. I'm from the Feywild.
You're from the Feywild.
Yeah.
Where?
Oh, you know. All around.
Hey, that makes about as much sense as anything else in the Feywild, I guess.
Good answer. I'm going to use that next time. Thank you.
You're welcome. I've just been accompanying Soren on his journeys. It's a lot of fun.
It has been quite interesting, yes. And I always appreciate you.
Oh, Soren, you're so sweet.
While everyone's talking, can I just like look around because I feel like we got distracted and make sure I don't hear anyone coming?
Make a perception check.
15.
Yeah, you don't hear anybody.
Maybe we should move back into town like Leona was saying before they come back.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
agree. I thought we were walking and talking.
Oh, my bad. Maybe we were.
Now we can walk and talk.
Kiyu does shift finally into her Volpine form.
Cool.
And she walks very, very closely to Soren, brushing up against his legs as she walks. Almost like she's trying to trip him, but not quite.
Soren has learned the proper ways to walk when Kiyu is at his feet.
It's like a cat.
It is just like a cat. And at some point, Soren, I will turn to Kiyu and say, Kiyu, why don't you go up ahead and scout for us and see if you notice any of those terrible people from the cave or any inconspicuous drow.
She sticks her tongue out and then dashes off. She gets She gets out of sight pretty quickly.
So let me get this straight. You ran into a cave with a bunch of evil lures, I guess, in it because of a dream?
I was told to go save a tiefling who was in some sort of peril in the caves.
I mean, I appreciate it, but do you normally do what your dreams tell you?
Do you not?
No.
Have you ever tried?
I haven't, but most of them are either exceptionally impractical, I've already done it, or I don't care. So.
Well, that seems to be on you then.
That's true, but fair.
You are Lady Kesra, correct?
One of those words is accurate, yeah.
And the other?
Hmm?
If one is accurate, what is the other?
Not a term I hear used very often.
Why not?
You know, I wasn't expecting an existential crisis when I started this conversation, but can generally say that I'm not a very ladylike person.
Does one need to be ladylike to be dubbed a lady?
Generally, that's usually what the word means.
Very well.
At least my understanding of it.
How would you prefer to be addressed then?
Kestra's fine. I also answered, hey, you over there. And, excuse me.
Noted.
This person you have a dream about, is it a deity or? I'm just really confused about this.
Ren. Deity, no. She is not a deity.
A patron of sorts?
one might see her as such.
Do you know why she is so concerned about my well-being?
I do not, but she has information that I need. Therefore, I will happily trounce into a cave to save a lowly little tiefling.
That must be some pretty useful information to risk your life like that for someone you don't know.
Amazing what you will do for family.
More than a patron, then.
Ren is not family. No, she has information of my family.
I see.
What's
So this was under duress?
One might say.
Hmm.
what happened to your family? Is there maybe
My family has been split for a very long time. I recently found out that some are still around, and I wish to find them. I was coming here to speak with Ren, and she came to me in a dream and told me to go to this cave and save you, and then further instructions would come, I'm presuming.
Well, here's to hoping it was worth the task.
Oh, it will be.
Do you know what kind of information she has?
She has information on the whereabouts of my sisters.
And who are your sisters?
They are Vera and Dela.
Vera and Dela. Do they have a surname?
It depends. We have estranged parents.
Mm.
So Varian perhaps, but probably not. I fear they may be in hiding.
Mm.
Though might not know that they are in hiding. This was many, many years ago.
I see. Well, we can keep an eye out for them for you.
Where was the last place you saw them?
Ah, when I was 7.
7. Wow.
Yes. And they just, well, disappeared.
That sucks.
It does. It does. But I recently found out that they are both still around, so here I am.
Sucks less. Nice.
Where did they disappear from?
Well, so my father and my mother are from 2 separate factions, if you would. And I fear that due to my mother's association, they have been whisked away, if you were.
Mm.
It's a very good non-answer. I approve.
You're welcome.
Every goddamn time.
Look. Oh, look. Okay. You got to learn by example, apparently. Non-answers are good answers.
Who was your mother?
Why would that matter?
Well, you said by association. Why would... I'm not trying to pry.
It's pretty prying, I was going to say.
I'm just trying to understand what your mother's connection. You said by association, so
You know, Sunshine, some things aren't our problem.
Have you heard of the Silence?
What'd you say?
The silence. Have you heard of the silence?
I have, yes.
Then I feel that is enough information that you need to know.
Wait, what is the silence?
Never heard of them before.
I think that's why it's called the silence. Just
Perhaps it's best that you didn't then.
Can I? Nope, I'm not gonna do that. Actually, don't know this guy. Nope, not gonna say anything because that doesn't help me ever.
You know, it takes a lot, but I promise staying in your lane is a great investment.
Yeah.
Is that in character?
Yeah. Yeah. It's a lesson. I'm going to turn to Soren and I'm going to say it's a lesson they're still learning. Some of them learning faster than others.
It takes time. Sometimes more time, sometimes less.
Ooh, I wish they would all take less.
There's nothing wrong with trying to help people.
There is absolutely nothing wrong with trying to help. That is why I'm here. I am trying to help. In helping you, I will help myself. Therefore, better the world.
Makes sense.
So do you know when you'll hear from Ren? Was it? Again?
Ren, correct. I do not know. However, I feel perhaps my duty here with Master Mundi, was it?
Maudie.
You can call him Chuckles.
Perhaps that is not complete. Therefore, I will assist in whatever is needed.
Well, I appreciate you helping us and helping my friends.
Of course. The pleasure is mine.
I mean, I know we're going back to town for the wedding and we're getting a new place to stay and everything, but when we're all rested up, I mean, well, we probably shouldn't go after any more of those bounties for a while. Probably should lay low.
How close are we to the wedding?
It's like 4 days, isn't it?
It's about 4 days.
We cannot. Well, I mean, I could, but I am guessing that no one else is going to want to go shopping for another 4 days. We're going to have to find something to do. But we can have that conversation over dinner.
That's a good idea.
I'm hungry.
I am too.
What time of day is it?
It's growing late. I was about to say the sun is beginning to set. As you begin to talk of dinner and your stomach begins to rumble, sweet little Kiyu comes bounding up with a rabbit between her teeth. And she just displays it. She doesn't offer it to anybody. She's just showing off. And then she disappears again. And as you approach the front gates of the city, Kiyu reappears by your side, seemingly satiated. Would you guys like to go gather your things? Did you guys take everything with you when you left the tavern or the inn?
I grabbed what remained of Mundy's stuff.
Right.
So I have the rest of his gear. I assume I have mine as well.
Yeah. I don't have a lot of stuff.
I don't think anybody does.
I have all mine.
So you guys would like to find a new tavern?
I would like to find a new tavern close to the last one we were in.
Make an investigation check.
Actually, it's okay. It's fine. I'm gonna suggest that to the group.
You know, probably not next to the one that we were in. You know,
but it should.
And they already look for us in this. Us. They look for him in this area, so probably not.
But if they found him here, is it really any different than finding us elsewhere in the city? Is it really going to help to move to another place in Azmoran?
We just need to be more careful.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So
Maybe
I
we
will-
could go up. If we go in there, I think Conrad might be able to advise where a safe place for it would be.
Okay,
okay.
let's go there then.
We can at least have a last meal there, even if we don't stay. Even if we go somewhere else, we can. I mean, they've been very hospitable. It'd be nice if we could give them a bit more,
tab.
more money. So to Conrad.
You guys make your way into where both ends meet. Where the ends meet. Where both ends meet. I think it's what it's called.
I don't even remember anymore.
Kate named it.
I have it written down somewhere, but
It was terrible.
where the ends meet.
It was
Where
beautiful.
the ends meet. How fitting. And your half-orc friend Conrad is tending the bar. The place is about 2/3 occupied, 2/3 full, as people are starting to want their dinner, want to eat. It's easy enough for you guys to find a table for the lot of you. Kiyu remains in fox form and curls up exactly underneath Soren's chair. And you see one tail sticking out from the front and one tail sticking out from the side. And yeah, as soon as you guys sit down, Conrad comes over. What can I get for you?
Could we just have like a round of drinks and food? It's been a really long day for us. I'll pay for the tab.
Yeah, you look a little rough. Here, I'll take care of you. He hustles back, puts in some orders.
As he's walking away, I want to cast message so that it doesn't seem like there's issues going on, and just whisper to him, "I need to talk to you in private. We're in danger. Please meet me in the basement at some point." And you can reply back to this.
Do I see him do this? I'm probably paying like pretty intense attention.
Monday, are you trying to hide it?
I'm trying to, not from them, but I'm trying to hide it from everyone else in the bar.
All right, so Deirdre, I'd say you see it.
Okay. I know what he's doing, so I'll leave it alone.
Okay.
I don't know who he's talking to, but
What was that? I'm gonna like lean over to Deirdre. What?
it was a
What is-
smell. He's talking to somebody.
Okay.
I think he's talked to you like that before, hasn't he?
I didn't see him do it.
Oh, that's fair.
It doesn't take Conrad very long to gather up some victuals for the 5 of you. He sets down, it's kind of like a family style situation where he just sets down a bunch of food in the middle and then passes you all a bunch of plates. Each of you can have, he sets down a pretty decent sized mug of ale in front of each of you guys.
Oh no.
Well, guys, my treat. Dig in.
Oh yeah.
I lift my glass. That glass is empty. I lift my glass with milk to being alive.
To being alive.
Fucking cheers.
Cheers.
Oh.
Lady Leona, you do not drink?
Not this particular drink.
What is your preferred drink?
I prefer wine. This will do for today. And if I don't finish it, Casper will finish it for me.
Absolutely true.
Fair enough. So the 4 of you are here for the wedding.
We seem to have gotten tangled up in some other things, but initially, yes.
Why?
I ask that every goddamn day.
It's one of the biggest events of the century.
Oh, sure, but is there anything in particular that brought you here?
I'm just exploring.
Well,
Non-answers, remember? Remember? Answers with no actual answers, remember?
Casper, are you
He's
feeling a
fine.
nip at your heel? At your ankle?
Uh-huh. And I'm just gonna look.
You
She needs to work on
and
it.
it's like you see the face like looking up at you.
Needs to work on it, all right? Come on.
They're fine. They saved us, right? Okay, so, actually, I was kicked out of Ilvinus.
Kicked out. Why?
I mean, so, I don't know if you've heard of him, but Sir Kentigern, he was a very important man in the courts of Ilvinus. He passed away. And there were horrible rumors going around that it was actually maybe a little bit intentional. And apparently my name was thrown around as a possibility, which is absolutely insane. So Lady Maris, his now late, his wife, or I guess wife, still wife, right?
Widow?
Widow. Thank you. She gave me two options. She said I could leave, or I could stay and face trial. And I don't know how much experience you have with those kinds of dealings, but they don't always happen very fairly. And my word against hers is, well, I didn't really have much of a choice.
That seems fair. I've seen something that I thought was justice turn out not to actually be justice.
Oh?
So that brought you to a wedding.
Well, it brought me... What?
That brought you to a wedding?
Well...
Wait, let me remind you that while this gentleman, no offense, you're pretty chill, this gentleman was technically paid to help us, not like...
So are you.
Yes. And I don't know why the flip frack... Just
because you lost a bet.
I'm gonna lean over to Soren, and I'm not being sneaky. I mean, I'm trying to be sneaky, but it's Leona. I think it's because she actually kind of likes us. Shh.
Oh, definitely. She's still here. Oh, I'm sorry. Are we sneaky?
I mean, she knows. Well, we knew there was a wedding. I have some friends here, so I was hoping to meet up with them at some point. And I met Deirdre and Mondi, and they were adventuring, and we just all kind of decided to stick together. It's been quite nice. I mean, minus the almost dying every few days, but except for that, it's been quite nice.
We're gonna get you some armor, Leona. We have to get you something.
That might be helpful.
I see you've wield a rapier. Do you have formal training?
I have no, not really. I have a little bit. I mean, I've gotten a lot better. But in terms of formal training, no.
You have to learn sometime to defend yourself.
Mm-hmm. I just, it was actually a gift from my friend. And I've just been kind of learning how to I don't know, protect my friends when things try to kill us. Yeah. I'm not very good at it yet, but I'm practicing.
You will get there, I'm sure of it. Master Mundi, what brings you to a wedding?
I was just like Deirdre traveling, and we ran into Leona and Kesra, and just had a very busy few days here. But yeah, I'm just a traveler.
Just a traveler, just traveling around.
Yeah.
Why are these people looking for you?
The people that you saved us from, or your people?
And not my people. Them. The people who took you. Why would they take you? At night.
Like I said, I think it was they want to use me for TMAT. I don't know why, or why they chose me specifically. I guess because of who I am. I guess I looked like a good candidate, but that's all I know. I don't know much about them.
I'm as Kiyu said, I've met many drow. They know their way around. They're not ones to leave a trail, to be out in the open, and then they send your friends in there too.
I mean, the drow, I don't think was part of their cult. I think she was just hired by them, so I don't think she was too worried about how sneaky she was with me, because she just dropped me off and left.
Have you had dealings with this cult before?
Only once on the way into Azmoran, we ran into some occultists.
And how did that go?
Well, we're still alive. But they didn't seem to have any interest in me then. I don't know why. Now they do.
Is it interest in you, or are you being used as bait?
I don't know. I don't know what. Misery seems like he wanted me to join them. It didn't seem like it was for any other reason than for me to become part of their cult.
Perhaps it's not about you at all.
I mean, maybe. I don't know.
Just a thought.
Soren, where were you in the area?
As I said, I'm looking for my sisters. I was told that a particular person would be here in Azmoran, and then quickly learned that she had left the city and was in the Wildwood. So I was there, and then Ren came to me in my dream, and now I'm here.
Huh.
That was who was in the Wildwood?
That is who I seek, yes.
Is she still in the Wildwood?
I would think so.
What does she look like?
She's a tall, elven woman, white eyes, light hair.
DM, does it sound like anyone I know?
It sounds like the picture that you all have seen.
I'm going to pull out the little bounty thing and just slide it over to him, like not opening it, like fold it up still because I don't want to draw attention to it, and slide it to him and say, "Is this look familiar?"
Going to take the paper, slowly unfold it, refold it back up, slide it back across the table. That would be Ren.
Well, it looks like you're not the only one seeking her then.
So I've learned.
What do you... Go ahead.
No, that's all I was going to say.
What'd you say?
I just said Sky Seeker.
Why would she have a bounty out for her in the city? Do I remember what the bounty says? I don't know if I remember. I don't know if I actually read the bounty. I don't know how much I read.
The bounty just talks about that she is wanted alive, and that it's a handsome reward, and it's directly for Theo of Asmarin, the First Lord, not to report to anybody else, but directly to him.
So my question stands. Do you know why
Same.
she would have a bounty on her name?
Same reason why there's a bounty for anybody.
People
Somebody-
seek her.
Yeah.
But why?
She had a station of power that she has left.
You were really good at these non-answers.
See? Right? No.
It's how I was raised.
So why did she leave?
That is her information to give. Unfortunately, it is not mine.
I have a new plan.
Oh, God.
I think tomorrow, well, I think we should probably figure out where we're going to stay tonight. So, Mondi, whatever stuff you were doing. But I think after we have had a nice, long, delightful sleep overnight, that maybe we could help you find her. Not for the bounty, Kessera, but you said that she has information.
She has
And-
information about my two sisters, yes.
And you also said that she specifically sent you after Mondi,
She did.
which means she might know why Mondi specifically was the one that the cultists were targeting. Maybe she knows more information about that too.
I feel she knows a lot of information. Perhaps about more than just Mundi.
Again, you're killing it with these non-answers.
He's basically a master. It's pretty great.
Who else would she have information on?
Well, she has information about my sisters. Who would know if she has more information that may benefit each of you?
I think we're just going to have to find her if we want to find her. I think this is as good as it's going to get.
I have a feeling we will not. Rather, she will find us if she wants to be found.
It's a wonderfully circular conversation. I love it.
So, what were you doing when she found? Oh, she came to you in a dream, didn't she?
I was sleeping.
So maybe tonight, when we're all sleeping, we'll have dreams, or maybe you'll have a dream and you can tell us about it. And I don't know.
I wish I knew more, and I wish I could help each of you and find out why cultists wish to force themselves into your lives, because
Very unkind.
that is never fun.
Not.
Can I look over at Conrad? Did Conrad respond to my message?
He didn't respond immediately. You notice he's having a lengthy conversation with one of his cooks. And as you guys are having this conversation, eventually another bartender comes in and takes his place, and he goes downstairs.
Who else in the tavern right now? Like how many?
20 people.
Do I notice anyone just kind of eyeing us suspiciously, or anyone that I?
Make a perception check.
13.
No, you don't see anybody.
Well, while you guys have this circular conversation, I'm going to go talk to Conrad about a place for us to stay. Give me like maybe 20 minutes if you guys want to just sit and eat or whatever you need to do.
Okay.
Sure.
And I'm just gonna act like I'm about to go up the stairs and just kind of try to sneakily make a nod at the bartender, let her know I'm going down. Or him, her, whoever.
It's a her, yeah. A young human. And you walk down and immediately notice the temperature change. It's colder. Conrad is standing with Venvier.
I don't know why I wouldn't assume do you live down here?
I do not.
There's my companions and I just got back from I was abducted by these cultists that are looking for you, or looking for your group.
What kind of cultists? There are many.
It's the Serpent's Guard.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
The Serpent Guard. They work for Tiamat.
Yes, they do. What did they look like?
The main one was a red tiefling named Misery. And then there were 2 half-dragons, red. A bronze dragonborn named Taz.
And what has befallen of them?
I didn't... When we left, I didn't see Taz, or did I? I only saw... No, I saw all 3, the other 3, though.
You saw other 2. You did not see Drazaros anywhere.
Oh, okay. They were performing some sort of ritual or something. They were talking to Tiamat, asking for my forgiveness, for me to join them. And I saw Misery there, and Misery, when we left, was knocked unconscious. I don't know if he's dead or not. And then we left, and one of the half-dragons was there, but I didn't see his brother. And this man named Soren found us and assisted us.
Say that name again.
Soren?
Soren Silvarian.
Yes. And some fox person. Whose name I forget. Caillou. No.
You have had a day.
Yeah. Why are they looking for you guys?
The cult of the Dragon Queen has always been an enemy of the Silence. It started a long time ago over the hunt for something that cannot really be found. And ever since, we have hunted each other. They strive to bring Tiamat back to the material plane, and we do not want that. It would be the end of all races who do not claim draconic lineage. It would be chaos, it would be destruction. Too much power in the wrong hand. It's exactly what we stand against.
Listen, I don't mean to sound ungrateful, but I really don't like being caught in the middle of whatever's happening between the 2 of you. I want my friends and I to be safe, and I want these cultists to leave me alone. And quite frankly, I would like it if you guys left me alone too, because right now it hasn't brought me anything but trouble. Again, I'm sorry if it's disrespectful, but I don't want to be a part of this.
You don't have a choice.
Why?
What has
I've been very
swords?
cooperative with you guys, and I've been giving you tons of information, and I trust you guys more than I trust the occultists, but I want to know why I'm being targeted, why I'm being followed everywhere.
What has Soren said to you?
Honestly, not a whole lot. He gives very vague answers that doesn't really... He said that he's looking for Skyseeker, or what, I assume she's part of your organization as well. He
She
sees
is
her in a
not
dream.
part of our organization. There's some information for you.
Okay.
You will not get much out of Soren Silvarian, I can tell you that.
I gather that much.
You are right. You have given us a lot of information, very valuable information. However, there is only so much I can tell you without putting you in even more danger. I will tell you this. The people that you are with, you need to stay with them. Soren aside. He will not stay for long. He never does. Has he spoken about his family at all?
Yes, he said, Skyseeker said she knows where his sisters are. That's why he assisted us.
His sisters?
Yeah. Yeah. He said he thought they were dead and they're still alive.
Does he seem certain?
Skyseeker seems certain.
His sisters are dead.
I'm sorry to hear that. I don't know them.
I did. They were my daughters. Soren is my oldest child. There's information for you, Mondi. Leave now.
But what about where can we go? Where's somewhere safe for us to hide? The whole reason I'm down here is to try to find somewhere safe for us.
This is as safe a place as any.
Fine. I'm just gonna leave.
You hear the door hit very hard behind you. And there are some, with your passive, you could hear some pretty heated conversation. Do you want to listen in?
Yes.
Essentially, what you gather is Conrad is bartering for protection for you. That clearly you need it if you're gathering the attention that you are. Venvir has become unreasonable. She seems highly affected by what you've told her. And after about 5 or 6 minutes, she agrees to place protection over the tavern. Okay,
I'm gonna walk away quietly so they don't hear that I was listening in.
Roll for stealth.
I'm a sneaky guy. I got this. Maybe. $14.
Okay. You feel pretty sneaky.
I'm just gonna sit at the tavern or sit down at the table and say, Conrad thinks it's best if we stay here tonight. And he seems certain that we'll be safe.
Oh. Okay.
Maybe I shouldn't sleep in the room with a broken window, though. Or window lock.
Probably not.
Oh, wait, never mind. I wouldn't know that.
Oh, wait, Leona, you could mend it, right?
You're muted.
You're muted.
I can!
I mean,
We should switch.
It might be a good idea if don't really know if...
you can probably sleep in Conrad's room.
I was gonna say, you hear a quiet voice from around the table. We could all sleep in the same room.
How big are the rooms?
They're
Could we
big
all...
enough.
Who said that? You as the DM or... Oh, okay.
Q.
Okay, I don't... I mean, it might not be a bad idea to bunk up. I don't know if we all need to be in the same room. I don't know if there's really enough room, but...
Oh,
It's
Soren,
just-
tell them about the thing that I can do.
Which one?
Oh, the one where, I make the invisible thing and, we get inside of it and nobody can see us. During a short or long rest, you can touch a point in space and create an invisible 30-foot sphere that grants a +5 bonus to stealth or perception checks while within it, and light from open flames within it can't be seen.
Oh, tiny hut?
No. Hearth of Moonlight and Shadow.
Ooh.
Fancy.
Slightly different.
Don't know why I thought tiny hut.
Q can provide us safety, if that is what you wish, to be safe for the evening.
I do wish to be safe for many evenings. But we can start with one. That would be a good place to start.
Yeah, I don't think it's wise for us to split up right now. I think it's probably best if we stay together, just in case.
That is usually best.
Okay.
Your dinner.
Out of all the rooms we booked, whose is the biggest?
The one that you and Leona were staying in. You both have pretty big beds.
Then we'll probably bunk there.
Okay. Dinner begins to wrap up. Your plates are cleared. Your bellies are full. What do you do?
I would like to look around the tavern. It's pretty full of people, right?
Oh yeah, it's as the later it gets, the more people come in.
Cool. I'm looking for a gentleman around a 6. Around a 6.
Make a perception check.
Cool. Not very perceptive. 11.
You don't really see much, but you do feel a tail wrap around your leg. Not like to entangle you, but just kind of like a cat. Just wrap up around your leg. And you look down and there she is, just looking right up at you. It's very distracting.
Kessler, by the way, I only finished 30% of my ale. You may have the rest.
Brilliant. Okay, Camille, after I told you my roll, my internet kind of... And I missed all of that right up until you said I looked around, didn't really see anything, and then I heard Mindy. So everything that you said right there, I missed.
You look around and you don't see any guys who are any persons. Guys. This is my first time DMing, it's fine. You don't see anybody that you would consider a 6. You do feel a very fluffy tail wrap around your leg, and you look down to see a pair of bright golden eyes looking up at you very curiously, very joyfully, mischievously? Whatever, however you say it. And it's very distracting.
Damn it. I'm just gonna leave it.
Okay. Do you guys eventually make your way up to bed?
Go
ahead.
I want to ask Deirdre. I gave you a book to hide in your bag. When we get upstairs, would you mind if I got it? Maybe there's some information about these people I can learn from it.
Sure. Yeah.
And when we get up to the room, I'll pull out the little booklet, and I'll also pull out my own journal, and I'll start writing everything down. Starting off with the words, "I'm okay."
You're muted, Mindy.
direction does our window face?
South.
That. Where in relation is the building that I care about?
North.
Like, north.
You can't always get what you want.
I'm going for a walk. I'm not going for a walk.
Leona, are you
I
gonna
am gonna
sneak
go
out, or are you just
for
gonna
a
go ahead
walk.
and walk out?
I've been really open about going on walks.
Okay.
I'm probably not going far.
Okay.
I'm probably gonna like mosey in the street towards the other. And if I don't see anything, I'll just walk back.
Okay. Leona slips out of the room.
I'll be back. Gonna get a quick breath of fresh air.
You know, that's a good idea. I'm gonna dump all my stuff in the corner in Leona and Deirdre's room. And I will be back in the morning. And I'm going to leave the tavern and go find a place of favors. Because I got some stress, got some shit to work out.
Okay. Leona and Kestrel leave. Is there anything that you guys would like to do while they are gone?
Monty. Wait, how close is Soren to us?
Soren, how close are you to them?
Soren would see.
I was supposed to say, Kiyu is ready for snuggles, so.
Okay. Well, in that case, Soren would definitely kind of check all of the entrances and exits to make sure that they are as secure as can be, and then probably find a corner and settle in.
Okay.
Then Deirdre's gonna kind of like close in ranks with Mundi and be like, when we were fighting, you seemed reluctant to fight them. Why?
I was just. I wanted them to leave you guys alone so you could escape. I didn't want to put you in danger.
Do I believe him?
Does she believe you?
I don't know. Do I have to roll for that?
If you would like to be.
Oh, I'm trying. I don't want. Yeah, I want to deceive her. I don't want her knowing.
Okay, roll for deception and text it to me. Roll for insight, Deirdre.
Good luck topping. 23. Excuse me, 22.
He's smiling.
Any day, Nevin.
I know.
Can write a dissertation.
He is.
Nope, just sending a picture.
Oh, it's gonna take me a while to get that picture if you send it over text.
Oh, well.
I got.
funny.
Oh shit!
Really?
He's being as honest as you know him to be.
You know I'm not gonna judge you for your decisions, right? Like, you know. I mean, I care, but sorry.
No, I know. I know you trust me, and I trust you, and I don't want to put you in danger.
That's very kind. It's also a little late, and it's not your fault. There's just danger. We're going to be facing it for a while if this keeps up.
Y'all, it's really hard when you're literally balancing green cards on your friends. This is supremely difficult.
Sorry. Keep going, please.
I want to help. But I can't help without knowing what's happening.
I mean, I told you everything that I know. I told you what they wanted. They want me to join them. They want me to help them bring back Tiamat.
Did
They
you
want-
agree? Did you say yes?
They told me they could help me get my powers under control.
Like
I didn't
Kessler
have
said, that's a
whole lot of-
wonderful non-answer, Mondi.
I'm trying to learn from the other people.
I
I'm
know.
a slow learner.
The
I didn't
fact that
have
you
a whole lot
avoided
of
it.
choice while I was there. I'm sorry. What did you say?
No, sorry. I'm a little anxious, so I ramble. I think the fact that you avoided answering the question answers the question.
Like I said, they said they could help me get control over my powers. And I also didn't have a whole lot of a choice whenever I'm surrounded and I don't have anything to fight myself with.
I know. You
I
did
did
what
say
kept
yes.
you alive. I get it.
I agreed to them.
And it kept you safe. It kept you safe long enough for us to come and get you.
I'm glad that you guys cared enough to come look for me, but I also don't. This isn't something that I mean. I didn't ask for people to be chasing me down and stuff, but it's also not really something that you guys should be risking your lives for.
That's what happens when you care about people. Their existence starts to matter a lot more than yours. Or if not more, at least as much as. We care about you, Mondi.
I don't know.
Do you really?
I mean, yeah, not a whole lot of people would do that. Do what you guys did.
Well, good. I'm glad.
I'm sorry
Whether-
for giving you a non-answer. You of all people deserve the actual truth.
I have been the recipient of many non-answers in my lifetime, Wendy. Yours was not the first, and it will not be the last. I'm just glad you're safe.
Me too. I'm gonna go back to reading my book.
I'm gonna continue writing in my journal, just a little more thoughtfully.
All right, Leona, how long are you going for a walk? You're muted.
Not long.
20 minutes?
Unless 20 minutes. 10 there, 10 back kind of thing.
Okay.
I am slowing my roll outside of the other tavern just to like see if I see any signs of Roman. But other than that, I've had a long day too, and I am also tired.
Yeah, go ahead and make me a perception check as you walk by the tavern where the Kentigers are staying.
Perception.
Disgrace.
That's not going to be very good. I think I might have moved it, but I don't know what it was before. So we will just take the 13.
You slow your roll outside of this tavern, this very, very nice inn. And your blue eyes scan
Green.
Shit. Mindy has blue eyes, guys. Sorry.
I have blue eyes. Sorry. Leona's are very green.
Green eyes. Green eyes scan the tavern, looking in all of the windows as you walk by, and you don't see any sign of any of the Kentigern's.
I'll go back to our tavern then.
Okay. Castora, make an investigation check.
I feel like it should be with advantage.
Yeah.
Oh. I rolled 2 17s.
Oh yeah. Castora's gone for the evening.
Deuces.
Soren, are you staying awake or are you going to sleep? You're muted.
Soren is definitely staying awake and keeping note of who has left and who has returned to the room, just to ensure that everyone who may or may not be able to fully take care of themselves has at least returned before tucking in for the evening.
Okay. Leona, you walk back into your room to see Monty reading, Deirdre journaling, Soren sitting quietly, a fox head resting in his lap.
I think I'm probably going to, because everyone else is real quiet. Whatever. I'll probably get out my journal and do a bit of journaling too. How?
It's getting late.
I will say at some point, Deirdre will probably ask you to help her with her back.
Yes. I can do that.
Soren, you watch as Deirdre and Leona slip into a corner, and Leona gently applies cream to the back of Deirdre, which is horribly disfigured from a burn like you've never seen before. And it is angry and red.
I will kind of pull on Kiyu's ears and say, "Can you help with that?" Just lightly, to get her attention.
She says quietly, only to you, she says, "That's fiend fire. There's nothing I can do." She's lucky to be alive.
I see that. Thorn would pipe up. Might I ask what happened?
Oh, sure. I was leaving my house, and I had turned to speak to someone, and all I remember is flames, and then dark.
Where do you live?
I don't really live anywhere currently, but I used to live in a small village outside of Faybreach. Doesn't even really have a name.
Interesting. Now you live nowhere.
Yeah.
And your parents?
I don't know where they are.
We're going to find them.
Hopefully. My father might have been away on business. He was the jeweler, and you don't make much money in a tiny town making jewelry. He might still be around, I don't know. I don't know where my mom is.
When have you seen them last?
That day, that morning, we'd all had breakfast together. I'd cooked. And then I'd said I was going into the forest, like I do every day. And then came back, went to look for them. The hearth was cold, and the house was dark. And
They had just vanished?
It was likely that I was going to be betrothed to a boy in the village. I had assumed that they were conversing with his parents at their home. I don't know. They, for all intents and purposes, yeah, they vanished. Although I guess I pulled a bit of a disappearing act myself.
Interesting.
But yeah, so this is what I get for that. And you can't see it, but it goes all the way from the back of my neck all the way down to one of my legs. Makes walking difficult. Makes doing a lot of things difficult.
The wings, then.
The wings hurt a lot, and that's why it's so angry. But the cream helps. It makes it go numb for a little while.
That's a really pretty dress.
Thank you. It was a gift.
Where did you get it?
My patron gave it to me.
Do you know what it's made out of?
DM, do I know what it's made out of?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm told it is a Fey fabric. It is something that Fey creatures make.
Yup.
It's my favorite thing. I love this dress.
I'm sure it feels really nice.
It does. It helps me move.
Do you know how much that dress is worth in a place like this?
No, I have no idea. I don't even know how much it was worth in where I was.
I would say probably about 50,000 gold pieces for that dress.
Holy shit, I'm so glad Kessra was not in the room for that. No joke. No joke.
Whoever gave it to you must really care about you.
Well, I certainly think so. It was a gift from my patron. He's also the one who saved my life.
And who is your patron?
Ektiarn.
I knew it.
You know of him?
Of course I do.
That's true. You are from the Feywild. I guess that would make sense.
Q knows everyone.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm not surprised.
Ektiarn's never had a warlock before.
So I've been told.
Ektiarn is the, well, it's really confusing because he's technically Fey, he's technically an Archfey, but he's also the god of Pegasi. I don't really know how that works. Somehow he's both a deity and an Archfey. It's kind of weird. But, you know, he's a cool dude though. He's very nice.
He is very nice, I agree.
And he serves Oberon very faithfully.
He does. He definitely does. He's
And
a
why
very
would he
loyal
choose
member. Huh?
you to be his first warlock?
I don't know, actually. That's a good question. I've known him since I was a child. My parents used to think he was my imaginary friend.
What do you mean?
Well, when I was little, I would go off in the forest by myself, and I would always come back unharmed, no matter how long I strayed or where I went. And my parents would always ask, you know, why didn't you get lost, or how didn't you get lost? And I always told them that my friend was there. I didn't really know his name for a long time.
That's not surprising.
No, you don't give the Fae your name. You just don't.
You can
give me your name, though. I'm totally trustworthy.
Well, you already know my name. You know it, but I have not given it to you.
Well, okay, fine.
Okay.
Anyway,
That
as
is
you were saying...
interesting.
Oh, go ahead, sorry.
No, after you.
No, I was just gonna say that, like... I don't know, I lost my train of thought.
Sorry, Q.
Your voice distracts me.
Well, an archfey and a deity to determine you to be their first warlock, someone who's been with you since a child. Curious.
Very curious.
Have you perhaps heard of the Divine Covenant?
DM, have I heard of the Divine Covenant? No?
Mm-mm.
No, I've never heard of it. What is it?
It is a group that their mission is to protect the Divine Gate.
Hmm.
Do you know what the Divine Gate is?
I don't think
So DM, do I know what the Divine Gate is?
Roll for religion.
Okay.
Let me pull up my sheet.
Oh, nat 20.
Yeah, you know exactly what the Divine Gate is.
Okay.
It is a physical manifestation of the primal ban that the deities agreed to stay out of the realm of mortals' free will. It separates mortals and immortals.
Got it. Oh,
Word vomits everything the DM just said.
So, right. I find it interesting that a deity, such as your patron, might manifest themselves, giving you powers.
I guess that is a bit strange, isn't it? I never thought about that.
Perhaps it is just me questioning what I see.
Maybe. I don't know. Sorry, this was a lot, I'm sure.
I'm going to like redo up the dress basically, and I'm gonna like sit in the corner and just kind of think.
Leon and Mondi, are you guys gonna do anything before you go to bed?
I'll probably, after I'm done with my journaling, I'll probably close it and then like scoot closer to Mondi.
Yeah, how are we all situated in this room right now?
I just assumed that I could scoot, even if it's all the way across the
Casper's
room.
not there, and there's two beds. They're large beds. They're about, I would say, between a full and a queen.
I would offer to sleep on the floor, but we all know that is not happening.
Soren has situated himself in a corner.
I want to sleep close to Deirdre, though.
On the floor?
On the floor.
Deirdre's gonna kind of lean, or I'm gonna kind of lean up against like the side of the bed. I'm not quite asleep yet.
I want to whisper to Deirdre, say, "Hey, do you still have the card I gave you?"
I pull it out of my pocket with the Sarenrae pendant kind of wrapped around it, and I put the pendant back in my pocket. I pull out the card. Yeah, I kept it.
I'm sorry for what happened today, but I want you to know that before I went to bed last night, that was the last thing I thought about. And I'm really glad that you're okay.
DM, I am laying on the opposite bed. I just want to know for my own reference, I'm listening. I'm watching and listening. I'm like on my side watching them. Do I hear any of this? And then I will green card to continue. I'm sorry.
Roll perception.
20.
Yeah.
She can hear us?
But they don't, y'all's backs are to her, so you guys don't see her.
Yeah. And I just want to like try to grab Deirdre's hand with the card in it real quick and just like give it a quick kiss and then turn the other way and go to sleep. I know you're green carding, but space.
Oh man. Okay.
Does she blush? Do I see her blush?
Yes.
Good. I'm gonna smirk as I turn away because that was the goal.
Kate is blushing. Like, not even Deirdre. Kate is blushing. Hardcore.
Oh, as I'm rolling away, I want to say to her, it's been a while since I've seen you blush, and then just like turn away, just to be smartass.
She's gonna like lightly pinch his arm just a little bit. And she's gonna put the card back in her pocket. And then I'm going to kind of whisper into the darkness, you know,
I'm glad you're okay too.
and when there's a moment that I don't think anyone's looking at me, I'm going to pull my journal back out. I'm going to write, "You weren't there. Where were you?" And then I'm going to close my journal and go to sleep.
Okay. Deirdre, as you fall asleep, you hope and pray for that kind of lucid dreaming where you can talk to your patron as you have done before. And you will it, and you try to manifest it as you slip into unconsciousness, but it does not come. You receive no word from your patron. Mondi, are you going to sleep? You're muted.
You're muted.
I said yes, I guess, because I have to sleep, I guess.
Okay.
Whatever.
As you slip into your slumber, you close your eyes and then they immediately open and you are no longer in the room. You are up high, flying just outside of you see Asmern just outside. You continue flying north, and you can feel yourself curve a little bit to the east and continue flying on.
Okay.
And that's it.
It was just circling Asmern?
It was circling, but it's going now. It's flying off, flying away.
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 Okay.
Soren.
Yes.
Once again, this woman appears to you in your sleep. Her white eyes are furrowed, concerned. She looks at you. Soren.
Yes.
Did you do what I asked?
I did.
And the tiefling?
He is safe. For now.
And you?
Also safe. For now.
Good. I will meet with you.
I understand that you can't right now. Apparently, there are other people searching for you.
Yes. I'm going to tell you something, Soren, because I know that you are trustworthy. My brother, before he died, told me that you were good and not Not just because you were in the Divine Covenant, but because you are good. Can I trust you?
Of course.
I need to speak to the First Lord. I had... Go ahead.
He is the one with the bounty.
I know, I'm very nervous because what I want to tell him, he's not going to want to hear. There is going to be a war. Very soon.
War of who?
Mortals, immortals, all of us. The Divine Covenant, the Silence, the Assembly, the Cult of the Dragon Queen, Tiamat, Apollyon, the First Lord of Azmorin, the Empress Maciere, her children. They're all connected. If there is no war, we will all be eliminated. That is what I have to tell him, is that he must go to war with her.
With whom?
The Crown, the Empress. You can imagine what he will say to me.
Do you want me to deliver this information for you? I realize coming from me, it may not mean what it means coming from you, but perhaps he will seek you out.
He has a few riflemen who are corrupted. And they will...
It's all corruption.
What?
It's all corruption.
They work for the Assembly, and they will kill me if I step inside the gates. And Thea will never see me. I am trying to... Interpreting the future is not as easy as it seems, and I'm afraid. I am dying, and I'm afraid.
Can I bring him to you then? Or can someone bring him to you?
If you can bring him to me, you don't know what that would mean.
How can I ensure he will come?
I don't know. I'm very sorry. You can tell him that I told you that I'm afraid, that I'm a coward. Thank you for saving him.
What does he mean to you?
Nothing. Well, not exactly. It's not... I've never met him. I saw him. In the war. It's about the Covenant. And
Right. But it's not just him.
No, it's not. I take it you have seen her.
I have.
And what do you think?
I feel it in her blood. Did I find them?
Yes.
Not as much.
You must be careful.
I know my duty.
Venvir is not far from you. She never is.
Does she know about them as well?
I think so. I'm not sure. I catch glimpses of futures where she knows and where she doesn't, and futures where they live and they die, and it's all mixed. It all, I don't understand how these people are so important. I don't. When my brother died, he told me a few things about the Covenant that I regret I have learned. And I cannot go back to them, and I cannot go back to the Queen.
I understand. I will not return to the Covenant as well. Especially now that I can keep an eye, I guess.
I know this is not what you want to hear, but I think that you should keep your distance for now.
I can see that.
There is a danger about them, and I don't know where it starts. And it's a danger for all of us. They are.
I will talk with the First Lord.
Okay.
I can do that as much for you.
I will show you where to meet me. Thank you, Soren. You're everything that my brother said you were.
Thank you for your help.
She brushes her hair with the mechanical arm and gives you a smile and fades from your vision. You all wake the next morning. Casper's nowhere to be found. You all get the benefits of a long rest. Congratulations. I know that some of you are looking forward to that.
Yay!
Just a bit.
I'll mosey on back eventually.
I think Leona would be one of the first people up, and she's probably already downstairs journaling.
You're downstairs journaling? Okay. Caillou wakes in her, still in her natural form, her fox form, and gives a big yawn. Oh! Well, how'd it go?
Very well. It is time for us to go.
Really?
We have to arrange a meeting.
Oh, okay. Will we be back?
Perhaps. With time.
Okay. Well, let's go.
And Soren will grab his things and make his way out.
Do I see them leave? Am I awake to see them leave?
I don't know.
Or do I see him leave? Because I was downstairs.
Yeah, you'll see him come down with his things. Caillou balancing at his side. Caillou! Gosh dang it, Caillou! Guys, I can't unlearn it.
It's just a Q. Say Q,
Q,
but with an
Q.
extra.
I see.
Yeah.
Q. Got it.
Soren,
Yes?
are you leaving?
I have to go meet with the First Lord. I will find you again. Don't worry.
You're going to meet the First Lord.
Yes.
Okay.
I have to deliver a message to him.
Okay, I know about this kind of stuff. Is that something that you can just do?
Not that you know of.
Soren, I don't know. How are you going to do that exactly?
That's where Q will come in. She has her ways. She will find us a way. She always does.
Okay.
Q rubs along your leg.
I pat her head.
She leans into it. You've noticed she's highly affectionate.
Well, do you want any help?
I can handle this. Just promise me one thing.
Okay.
Stay safe.
I will do my best.
Perfect. Soren will make his way out.
And that's where we're going to call it a wrap today, guys.
Oh my god.
That was a lot.
My head is hurting so much.
But it was so good.
You already had a headache. I feel really bad for you. That's kind of why we're ending early today. Guys, guess what I'm not going to forget to do? I'm not going to forget to roll the credits. So excited.
Oh, wait, I have a question.
Yay.
Okay.
Did not dying mean that we can level up?
Yes. You level up.
I was like, we're either going to die or hopefully level up. I hope those are the two options we have right now.
Heck yeah.
After we stop the stream, we can roll for hit dice. And so we can talk about it. We can talk about it.
Tackle.
Everybody, thank you. Give a big shout out to GM Lee, who joined us today on kind of a last minute notice to save your asses.
Yay!
Thanks, Lee. Thanks
Of
for
course.
not letting
It
us
was
die.
fun.
You were fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm glad I could help.
Come play with us again.
Yes,
Yes.
Like
Of
next
course.
Okay, cool. Awesome. See you next week.
See you next week. Bye.
Okay, bye.
We're gonna go ahead and sign off. As usual, I'll be on Discord after we end the session. I'll start us off. I am Camille. I am the Dungeon Master of this channel. I kind of know what I'm doing. We'll see. You can find me on Twitter at CamilleDoesDND. You can also follow this channel on Twitter at Open4Adventure.
I'm Kate. You can find me on Twitch and Discord at KatesandD8s. You can find me on Twitter at KatesD8s. And I play Deirdre.
I'm Nevin. I play Modi, and you can find me on Instagram at Nevin Edmondson. Good luck with that.
My name is Kate with a C, and you can find me on Twitter and everywhere else at Very Pale Ale, and I played Kesra.
I am Mindy. I played Leona. Still playing Leona. She's not dead. You can find me on Twitter at MKY1713. And that's really the only place you can find me.
And last but not least,
Hi, I'm Lee. I played Soren. You can find me on Twitter at Shimmerwind Isle. Other fanciness social medias is usually GM_Lee.
thank you guys so much. I will get to run those credits, guys. Oh, I almost clicked stop streaming. Oh, God. Oh, God. Bye.
Bye.